Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And oh boy, it's getting wild out here in the crypto market, man. I don't know if you could feel it, but I could feel it. I had to spend some of my morning doing rotating in my portfolio because some of the stuff's just getting so far out of control to the upside. I had to shove it and jam it back down into the lower stuff that hasn't taken off yet, like 0x up there. I do own some 0x. I had to let go of some of it, and it's this is what dreams are made of, right? Seeing big green candles like that. I have to rotate it into my the lower stuff that hasn't taken off, that's been underperforming, because the mathematics on it just state that's where I should be going. And of course, I'm going into that stuff that nobody's talking about. People think it's dead, and I'm not touching the stuff that people are super hyped about. I'm heading to that stuff that no one's talking about yet, so I can get the best deals, and I'll wait for them to start getting excited later, and I'll already be in it. So oh man, exciting morning. Tell you what, man, it's going to be crazy what this weekend has in store for us, because you can see right here the total altcoin market cap is back up to the all-time high at this point. Are we going to find some resistance here at this all-time high, or are we just going to crack right on through it? Still on my radar over here is that Bitcoin is battling against that 0.702 Fibonacci retracement level of this entire move that we've had. So we haven't had some clear breakout in Bitcoin happen yet, but obviously we're seeing big breakouts over there in the altcoins. I mean, look at Ethereum, $1,740 right now. Is Bitcoin going to get up here? Are we going to find some rejection? I try to look at timing of things, right? So we see Bitcoin in the retracement zone. We see the altcoin market cap getting up here near the all-time high. Are we about to see some resistance just kind of show up at just the right time, right? Bitcoin not be able to get through that level, and then some resistance right there at the all-time high for the total altcoin market cap? Or is Bitcoin going to break up and the altcoin market cap is going to break up as well? So it's like this really exciting time right now, right? We've gotten through all those retracement levels on the total altcoin market cap. You could see how much we had to work through these levels here until we finally broke out of the last one. Last one, we just got way out of there. Never came back down and back tested that level. So it's wide open right there. We can't forget about that's wide open right there. How far back is that? If that went back down just for the market cap, that's a 15% pullback to touch that Fibonacci level. Will it? I don't know. We're heading to the all-time high, it looks like. Will we just kind of crack through that thing? But man, it's an exciting time. Look, I mean, the whole board is pretty much green. I understand right there, XRP is sitting in the red or flat for the day. But I'm sitting here, I'm doing the rebalancing of my portfolio, right? I've got all this stuff taken off, and I think about what happened in the previous bull runs that we've had in the altcoin market and how these things always worked out, right? Everything would be taken off first. XRP is the big lagger. You sit there and you rotate out of all your stuff that's really high, and where do you jam it? You jam it down into the stuff that's underperforming, right? Which one can you not get? Which one are you not allowed to get as a US resident? You can't do your rotating into XRP. It's crazy. I'm sitting here thinking, mathematically, that's the best one to be going to right now, straight up. But on a lot of these exchanges, you just don't have a choice. It's crazy. It's like it's intentional. But I'm not going to sit here and spin the conspiracy theory wheel. There's enough people out there who do that. But it is quite crazy that there's a lot of this rotation opportunity going on here, and the one you can't go to is XRP to do the rotating. It's pretty wild. I mean, I do know there are some exchanges where you can get XRP at as a US citizen, but for the most part, at a lot of the major ones, right, you just can't do it there. It's crazy. So since it's Friday, we'll kind of go through the things that I'm looking at going into the weekend. I'm probably going to take the weekend off. I've done that the last couple of weekends, in November and December and really October as well. And then the early part of January, it was just like go, 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 go for me. And I was never really getting full weekends. So it's just kind of getting exhausted. But these last couple of weekends, I've taken the whole weekend off, and I'm able to come back in here in the Monday through Friday and be really fresh and strong and hit it hard. So I'm going to keep that going unless there's something really crazy that happens in the market over the weekend. But otherwise, I'm probably just going to take the weekend off. So right here, we're going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to talk about the things that I'm looking for throughout this weekend. Right, like we just talked about, Bitcoin's going to be that big thing. This is a monstrous area for Bitcoin right in here. Will it get through this area right here? We saw that the total altcoin market cap is approaching the all-time high as well. So what does that tell me? It tells me that Well, okay, just be cool. This is exciting. We see things going up 80%. We see things in the teens. We see most of the board green. There's a chance, and it's not going to startle me, that we see some type of correction that could happen. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we break through the all-time high. But I do see that the altcoin market cap is right there at that all-time high, and Bitcoin's in this retracement level. So it wouldn't shock me if a correction does end up coming. In yesterday's video, when we were talking about XRP, we were talking the potential of a back test also happened to occur at the 0.702 Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to talk about the things that I see over here in XRP that have me cautious. So I'm just going to kind of warn of these things real quick. I'll take everything off the screen. What happened here, right? A lot of people got wrong footed. A lot of people got stuck in positions. This thing turned into a big fat red line. And before everybody knew it, they were upside down 50% on what they thought was a sure bet that this thing was going to be flying to the upside. That tells me there's likely people who are trying to get out of their position. So when I'm looking at the retracements here, there's going to be excitement on any type of move up here with XRP. Any type of moves to the upside, people are going to be getting excited about it. But I sit there and I think, well, what happened right here? Look at this, from 60 cents straight down to 39 cents, right? That's a 33% loss. Oh my gosh, what do I do? And then it just kept going even lower. Nearly a 50% loss occurred right here. There are going to be people who want to get out in here. So for me, I have no excitement about the XRP price chart as we're in here. If we get above this level, then I start getting excited. If we get up into the 80-cent area, I start getting excited. Otherwise, so long as we're in here, I have to remain cautious, knowing that a lot of people got wrong footed. This is a retracement level, and this thing could just be doing an A, B, C. And I think that's very possible that that is occurring. So just keep an eye out on it, that that is possible. But again, like we said, this was a 702 retrace. That's also a back test of that trend line that we saw. Could that be the bottom? It could. Right in here, figuring out the TA on this when we only have a couple of days of history in here, along with drastic price action. We just have to go back to the things that we know, right? What are things that typically happen? Things that typically happen are ABC corrections. We know people want to get out of their positions that they got stuck in, or is it going to break out? So for me, all eyes are on this area right in here. All of these retracement levels, primarily that 618 right there at about 60 cents. So in order to see me come on here and start getting really bullish about the XRP price chart at the time and being like, wow, we're bullish right now, would be if we can break up into this level, or if we actually get all the way down here. So I can turn on my bullish mode when those two things happen. So long as we're in between here, I just can't do it because of the retracement possibilities and how many people were wrong-footed up in here. If we can clear out that high, I can get excited. If we can get down here into the accumulation zone, I can get excited. Otherwise, we're just hooting and hollering and getting excited while we're just bouncing around in a range. And that's not what I'm really excited about. I'm excited about either saying, hey, all right, we've gone all the way to the bottom of the range. Let's get excited. Or, hey, we've broken out the top of the range. Let's get excited. So long as we're bouncing in between it, there's just not a lot to say. And the reason why it's not fun. Okay, look, it's not fun for me to come on here and be like, watch out, this thing's going to fall. You guys were all there when we were talking about, hey, we're going to get to 22.5 cents. Not everybody was here, but, that was a long time period of that. It's not exciting to warn of a 33% fall and talk about it for 45 days or 50 days or however long that was. But the reason why I have to issue out this warning right here, right now, is because if people start getting really excited as it gets back to 60 cents and then it does this thing all over again, you imagine another 55% loss. And I think that's very possible. I think we could see a zigzag happen in here that takes it all the way back down again. So right back down into that level again. And well, if somebody took a 55% loss, sold out, then buys back in again right here and takes another 55% loss, man, they are not going to have a good day. And then I think of the sentiment at this time, right? If that happens, right? If the sentiment turns really bullish right here, and then something like that happens again, that's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, right? You have the SEC stuff. You have the whole hopium built of the entire community who got involved in that Telegram thing. And then suddenly you have the third strike. And who knows, maybe there's going to be a news narrative that comes with it if that does end up happening. And then that one would just be the last straw, right? 1, 2, 3, you're out. And how many people would just get absolutely given up on that at that point? So just be aware of it. But otherwise, that pretty much covers it. It's just a huge moment for crypto. I mean, right now, we are back at the all-time high at this exact moment for the total altcoin market cap, what's going to happen here? Is there going to be resistance, or are we breaking out over the weekend and going on? And I don't have that answer, but boy, we're right there. The great part about it all is that, we had to fight tooth and nail, right? So people who have stuck around through this whole thing, and I understand XRP is still going through a lot of its stuff, but we were at 22 cents at one point. Now we're at 45 cents, right? So we're double that at least. But it was a lot of fighting tooth and nail for, people screaming that the sky was falling, that the stock market was going to break down, and that, the crypto wasn't going to continue going up. And we just had to fight and fight and fight to scream that it was. It was. And here we are. We're back at the all-time high. What was told to us could not be done. Here we are. Bitcoin all-time high, Ethereum all-time high, and a lot of these coins moving up rapidly with that total altcoin market cap right there. And it's been a journey to get to here, but now it's that final moment, right? It's everything. It's, can we get out? Every retrace level is taken out. Now it's time to go to the moon. So that's pretty much it. I think I have you guys caught up to where I'm at right now. I'm keeping an eye on XRP to see if it does more than just retrace to 60 cents and then continue a little bit lower than that. Keeping an eye on the total altcoin market cap as it's fighting against the all-time high. Keeping an eye on Bitcoin as it's battling through that 702 and 786 Fibonacci retracement and really looking for Bitcoin to get above 39,200. So there's a lot of resistance right here, right above us. Can we crack through it and get things really exciting in this market, or do we have to take a step back? Those are the things I'm watching for. Those are the things I won't be worried about if we do see some type of pullback happen that, hey, I knew that was there. Looks like we didn't get through it this time. But if we do get through it, holy cow. I probably will make a video over the weekend if we do get through it, because it's a milestone moment. But yeah, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope that you guys have an awesome weekend. Hopefully the weekend is so awesome that I do come back because we've broken out into a new all-time high. But if we kind of find some resistance here, I will enjoy the weekend with my family. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for watching. If you'd like something to do over the weekend, you can check out my website over here. This is bcbacker.com. We've got a lot of videos on here where we deep dive into the previous Bitcoin bull runs, the different altcoin market cycles, tying all that information together to figure out what were the lessons learned from the previous cycles. How can I apply that to the future and to the current cycle that we're in right now? So I talk about my different exit plans that I have for different assets and just in general for the cryptocurrency market. Talk about mathematics, talk about forecasting, talk about percentages, all that good stuff over here on bcbacker.com. Of course, you can follow me over here on Twitter at bcbacker. I'm sure if we have breakouts occurring, I'll just be making lots of tweets with rocket ships going to the moon. But otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you could, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I'm not a financial advisor. But if you ever need to pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.